Live from my couch. It is Wednesday night at 7:30. You know what that means. It's time for the all-new Spitball Media episode on our new night and time. My name is John Draper, joining you from my posh art gallery living room. And of course, he is the Prince of Philadelphia, although not born and raised. His name is Shah. Shah, how are you this evening?
Doing well, man. I got a lot of energy. I've been taking a bunch of lion's mane mushrooms, so I feel less brain fall. Been taking all sorts of shit. So yeah. I spent like $200 a month now on supplements to feel alive because
wow,
lots going on right now. So
you're not even middle aged yet. Like, what are you waiting for? What are you going to do when you get?
I'm getting there. I'm almost middle aged, man.
You're close. You're knocking on the door. You're knocking on the door, but you're not.
I'm about to be 39 next month, dude. 39 next month.
I'm about to be 55 next month. So, and I don't take shit except edibles and bourbon. If you're looking for a guy who looks a little bit like JD Vance, named Bish O'Brien, he is on assignment tonight. He's working a big story, so he will not be joining us tonight. But me and Shah got things covered for you. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We're going to review a couple of films that we checked out. And of course, we got some interesting trailers. But of course, we want to thank you guys for joining us on the new night and time. And of course, thank you to everybody chilling in the chat room. Please consider going to patreon.com. Today would be a great day because Shah just dropped a doozy today, didn't you, Shah?
Yeah, about a almost 2-hour long stream that I did on You Mingle, which had a lot of interesting characters. It had some chick that damn near showed her tits, and I had to get her off the screen. I matched with a Iraqi, super racist Iraqi.
Oh no!
Located in Iraq, holding a machete with a machine gun. Well, not a machine gun. It was like some fucking rifle.
Toy.
It was a rifle. It was a fucking rifle.
Oh my god!
Rifle, machete. He's drinking whiskey in Iraq and smoking a fucking cigar. I was like, wow. I couldn't have matched with a better person. I matched with an Iranian on there, so we had a discussion with two Egyptians, some random white dude in Memphis, Tennessee that said I was going to be a stepdad. So some interesting characters on there. So
well, the only way to hear it, Shah, is if they go to patreon.com/spitballmedia, $5 a month. I believe next week I'll be recording. This weekend I'll probably record my solo show. Got a couple of fun things to bring up, and of course, you can only get these exclusive shows plus the full catalog. We're talking thousands of hours of exclusive content by going to patreon.com/spitballmedia, and of course, Shah. At the end of the month, you know it, you love it, the Q&A.
Yeah, man, the Q&A. And by exclusive, we do mean exclusive. Like that stuff that I dropped today, that's not going to be anywhere else.
Yeah.
I was recording a bunch of them to release like a channel, but I kind of don't want to do that anymore.
Okay.
I don't want to end up on some sort of list in case I ever have to go back. You know what I mean? So I have to kind of be careful.
Okay. Yeah.
I already have too much. I've already done too many shows where I've kind of mentioned things, so I'd like to limit that as much as possible at this point. So
you're already on a list, basically. If you disappear, it's
100%.
the IRGC. It's probably the IRGC, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So anyway, please consider going to patreon.com/spitballmedia, $5 a month. Get your questions in. If you're a part of the Patreon, you still got another week or so to do that. And of course, the new schedule, every week you get a full bonus show, exclusive. And at the end of the month, you get a Q&A, all for the low, low price. 5 Somalias, as Krusty the Clown would say. Shah, who's hanging out in the chat room? I see you've got a nice little crew building up in there.
Yeah, we got Chris Matthews in here. Shout out to him.
He's a legend in that chat room, Chris.
Absolutely. Matthews. We got Joe Punches.
He's a legend in that chat room, Joe Punches.
A motherfucking Don Stoney.
Don Stoney. Love him. He's a legend in the lower field of law.
Yeah, of course we got John JID.
Well, that's young John. I hope he's doing well there. Good.
He's like 21, 22.
He's that kind of young. He's that kind of young. Yeah, he's that kind of young.
Of course, we got Drew Yari, as usual.
The Yarsifer hanging out.
Yeah. Emmanuel just popped in here.
Emmanuel, hope you bought my album, Emmanuel. I'm not talking about that download. I mean the full album. You got to get that. You got to get that from Rev HQ right now.
And look who's here. He said he's here as well. Coke Hogan.
Oh, well, this is going to work for him tonight, brother. And I see Mr. Isaacs just joined us as well. Who else? We got Jamie. Is that Jamie Pennycook joined us, Shah? Look at this.
Looks like, yeah. Looks like Penny Cook is here.
Pennycook is here.
Supper.
He's got to get my album too. He can get it right there in his own backyard. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it. And of course, we hope you guys are having a fun at our new night and time, having a fun experience with us. Oh, I did. It's next to my minor threat. Thank you, Emmanuel. What color vinyl did you get? I'm just curious. I hope you didn't get the standard. And of course, you can get my album, Lament's Drowning Room. It's all over the place right now. It's at a Generation Records. You can get it online. You can get it on Rev HQ, get physical copies in the States. You can get it at Light the Fuse if you're overseas. And of course, you can download it on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all the good stuff there. Oh, you got the blue one. Nice. The blue one's nice. Yeah, that's Lament's Drowning Room. You can grab that. So, Shah, before we get into the nitty grit, did you watch any of WrestleMania this weekend?
I did not. I didn't even watch any GCW or any Indies or anything like that.
Oh, wow.
Which honestly, it's the first year because I usually watch some sort of wrestling during WrestleMania week. But this year, man, it's just a little different, man. I haven't really watched anything else other than what's been going on. So it's tough to get in that space and like watch wrestling. And I did see some clips of like Brock Lesnar match.
What do you think? Obafemi? Yeah.
I didn't even know who that is. Who was that?
He's a new big star. He's like the new big guy thing. Like he's that thing right now. Very popular.
Where's he from?
He's a developmental guy that they've had for a bit that was just crushing it in NXT.
Yeah.
No,
I mean his like nationality.
I think he's Irish Italian. If I had to, I think he's maybe Norwegian.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I figured, Nigeria. Sure. That's what I figured out.
I didn't know if he was 100% from Nigeria, but that guy's interesting. Oh, look at this, John. I went to Generation Records when I was in NYC. I bought Kendrick and Wu-Tang CDs. Well, John, you can go to generationrecords.com and get my album. Get my album right now. But of course, I did do the Wrestling Soup podcast on Saturday. That was not a very good show for the weekend there. I thought Saturday was a terrible WrestleMania, whereas Sunday was better. Of course, that's the one I didn't do. But Shah, I introduced a new character. I did an inappropriate Danhausen that a lot of people seem to like. It's the Danhausen voice saying racist and offensive and sexist things.
Oh, amazing.
So I just thought it's pretty amazing. He's right, Powerhausen. But I saved that for the wrestling shit. But I just thought that was funny. Like, and I hated the card so much. The main event was terrible. Saturday sucked ass. Sunday was way better. And if you haven't seen it, watch them. Oh, people were saying the Danhausen voice was over. Yeah, people were getting into it. I'm saving that for the soup. Maybe I'll call in and just do inappropriate Danhausen for like a half hour. But whatchamacallit, thank you guys for checking that out over the weekend. I got a lot of nice feedback. And of course, thank you for coming with us on this new night and time. And of course, Bish O'Brien sends his regards. He'll be back next week at our regular night and time. Now, Shah, you and I checked out some movies over the weekend, and I've been waiting patiently to get your take. Last week, I told everybody about my experience going to see Faces of Death. That was like the third movie I'd seen in 2 weeks in the theaters. I went again this weekend to see The Mummy, which we'll get to that in a minute. But I did want to speak to you about this Faces of Death. You're one of the few people I know that actually saw it in the theater.
Yeah, it was a really weird experience. So the movie theater that I went to, they shut it down about 2 years ago. And this was my first time going back to it since it's been like an independent movie theater. And I guess it was bought by Indian people because half the movie theaters. So it's got 24 theaters inside this movie theater.
Oh, right? My God. It's a megaplex, right? That's what they call it, like a megaplex. Huge. Okay.
And half of them were like Bollywood movies. I was like,
yeah, that's weird. Like my movie. That's just a thing now. There's a lot of
really well. They were selling like samosas in there, so I was like, oh, this has got to be like an Indian owner now,
Are you here for the Faces of the Death? Oh, you mute, Shah. You muted yourself. Shah, you're on mute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I'm not used to this spot being like an Indian spot, but luckily we were the only ones in the movie theater on a fucking Saturday night for Faces of Death. The only people.
Shit,
there.
What you're like. Okay.
And we got there at 7:45, like prime time, the only time it was showing.
Yeah, once a day it was showing up here too. Yeah.
Overall, I like the movie. I wouldn't really categorize it as like a horror movie. It was more like I don't know, like a psycho thriller type of film, you know. And I was honestly expecting a little bit much more. Like
Hmm.
it didn't have that shock factor that the original one did. I didn't think it was violent enough. It was violent, but just not what I was expecting out of a Faces of Death reboot.
Hmm.
I like the guy's mask. The
I like the
lenses I
mask too.
love. You know,
Yeah, I like the
I
mask.
fucking love the red. Um, I thought the characters sucked, though, to be honest with you. I think that was my biggest problem with it. I hated the main character. I thought she was absolutely retarded. The whole movie. There's one
Yeah.
scene, it's not like spoiling anything. There's one scene where she's inside the killer's house and she's stealing the hard drive, right? And instead of just stealing it and running away and saving her life, she sits there and she starts reviewing the videos at his house. Like, why the fuck just like little things like that? Just
Right.
steal the hard drive and leave. What's the point of going through it for 5 minutes only to steal it later?
What did
And
you think of the killings themselves? I thought they looked pretty good.
yeah, the killings were good. The killings were dope. I thought it was. I don't know which movie came first because this is very, very similar to the American Sweatshop movie, like
Mm.
almost identical as far as plot
Wow.
wise. If you
Well,
take out
that.
Faces of Death, like
No, I'm sorry. I
if you
was going
take
to say
out
that came out that last year. American Sweatshop.
yeah, I think this was shot a few years ago though, right?
Yeah, this was shot 3 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, so this probably has nothing to do with it, but
Mm.
overall, I liked it though. You know, I don't think it was a movie that I necessarily needed to see like in a movie theater.
Mm.
I was surprised they included that monkey scene.
Yeah,
Um,
it's a big
I
part of
did
the movie.
I did love them incorporating like the mannequins into like almost
It
every
worked,
death
right?
scene.
It kind of
Yeah, yeah.
worked, actually. Yeah, it
And
worked.
I thought it was paying homage to Maniac and Clockwork Orange. You know what I mean? I thought
Yeah.
that's what it was for.
What did you think
Um,
of the ending, like that montage? I thought that was real good. It was real bloody.
I like the ending.
Yeah.
Was it you or I don't know if I watched another review where they mentioned like the last 20 minutes is just off the top, just fucking gore fest.
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Yeah,
Um,
I thought the last 20 minutes was batshit crazy, bro. Like it
See, I
was
didn't think it
fucking
was.
crazy.
I didn't think it was as intense as I expected it to be. You know what I mean? I was
Right? Like when
anticipating
she's
like,
like stabbing him in the legs and the blood is all over the place, all
yeah,
over it, and she's howling. That was fucking pretty impressive,
yeah.
bro.
It was almost like Evil Dead, but I was expecting, I guess, like more so like a serious version of like I guess Terrifier level of violence. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Which I don't
Did you
think we got
did
that.
you even recognize that big pop star Charlie XCX in this movie?
I didn't. The girl I was with, she mentioned it. I didn't know who the fuck
Okay,
she is. I have
she's
no.
in
I don't. I
two.
still don't know who she is.
She's got a big bunch of big songs, but she's in two small scenes, like
Yeah.
wearing like baggy clothes, like irrelevant. Yeah, I don't. That lead actress, I don't think you're supposed to like her. I think because that's the idea. Is like, she kind of was complicit in her sister dying. I thought that was an interesting thing for the plot. What
Oh,
do you
with the
think of that, Mike?
train. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting thing because she's one of these like TikTok people that everybody hates, and then she goes to do moderating content and then she becomes obsessed. But now, did you agree with that reviewer who didn't understand why people weren't looking for the missing people?
Kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a big. That's a, I mean, it's not so
I
much a big deal
bothered.
to me, but I completely like going into it when somebody had already mentioned that in a review. I was kind of looking for it. I'm like, yeah, well, yeah. Why is nobody looking for these people that are just missing? You know what I mean? Like this guy's just fucking. And
Yeah.
the guy reminded me of Dexter a lot. You know, that's what it reminded me
Yeah.
of, like Dexter mixed with like Faces of Death, mixed with I don't know,
He
like a
had
little bit
Dexter
of
qualities. That dude's
American
that dude's a
Psycho.
very popular guy. From between I think he was a part of
Stranger
the
Things,
late
right?
reboot of the Stranger Things and Power Rangers. The last
Oh, okay.
Power Rangers run, which was not as well received, and Stranger Things, as you know, is an institution. I mean, that's like Harry Potter popularity. He played, I think, the dude Billy in that. Yeah, it was a weird look. It's a weird. What did you think of the way it was shot and the score? That's the other two things I just want to grab from you.
Yeah, I like the score, the synth wave that you had mentioned. I definitely like the score. Probably not something I would pick up. I love the way it was shot though. It reminded me of like a grindhouse
Mhm.
movie, but almost like a
Yeah,
modernized version of it, obviously, because it's probably shot on
told you it was
digital and
grimy, right? Yeah. Now, do you think
yeah.
that was a filter? I was just gonna ask, like, do you think that was a filter, or do you think that was colorized? There was something very, like, it looked almost retro. Like, I don't know. Like at one point, the girl had a very old analog phone, but that was only because she didn't want the internet on her phone. Did you catch that?
Well, I think for some of the scenes, they definitely put on filters, but it's mostly for the footage the kill scenes.
Hmm.
Throughout the movie, though, I don't think there was any filters as far as like
Yeah.
grindhouse feel.
Yeah. What would you give it as a grade there? Do you don't think it'll make your final five, but you didn't hate it either?
No, I'd say probably make my top 10.
Yeah, it would definitely
I
make a
don't think
top
it'll
10.
make my top 5. I'd give it probably like a 7 out of 10. You know,
Okay, 7 out of 10. Now, did you happen to catch any? There's a lot of big indie horror trailers when I saw Faces of Death.
that was the weird thing. They didn't play us any trailers. I don't know if we got there late or what, but I didn't see a single trailer. Nothing.
That is odd. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is Faces of Death. It's still in theaters, as we experienced last week. Not doing great from a box office perspective. That being said, it is still available. I just checked. I saw it's still playing about once a day in my town. But I think it's worth checking out. For people who like to see these kind of things, in theaters. But apparently, no one else is going to see it. Now, Shah, I went this weekend and went and saw The Mummy. That's Lee Cronin, this Mummy reboot. Lee Cronin actually redid The Invisible Man. Very well received. You really need to see that shot. It's fucking brilliant. Then he did a big flop with The Wolfman, and now he has done The Mummy. Now this is a Blumhouse sort of whatever the other studio is that they have. I know the Saw guys like James Wan. They're not are they a part of Blumhouse? Shah? I don't know.
I think
I
so.
mean, are they?
I thought they
I
were.
think they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as that goes. But I really liked the trailer. A lot of people told me this was a great movie, and I went and checked it out. And I have to say, this might shock a lot of people. I thought it was pretty damn good. Currently, right now, if you go to Rotten Tomatoes, it is not a good audience received. It's a good audience receives movie, but not a good critics receives movie. Shah, the critics review is 45%. The audience, however, is 76%. It's a big swing.
All right,
That's
let me pull it up right quick.
Yeah. If you want to pull it up. Now, the reason I went and saw this because we take big steaming shits on these types of movies, generally speaking. But I enjoyed the trailer. I believe this is a rated R movie
No,
too, Shah.
this is the wrong Mummy.
Mummy 2026.
Oh, yeah. Oh
Remember
no,
Tom
this one's
Cruise?
2026 too. There's two of them.
Oh,
There
gotcha.
you
Okay,
go.
this is Lee Cronin's The Mummy, I guess, to stand out there. And again, he is from the team that brought Saw. Is Lee Cronin? Is he the guy? I want to look him up, but I know James Wan is like a part of that Blumhouse world, right?
James Wan definitely is. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Lee Cronin is an Irish filmmaker. He did Evil Dead Rise. Oh, this makes sense to me now. Shah, this is the guy who did
Well,
the most
people were
recent Evil
saying
Dead.
that they were saying this takes place in the Evil Dead universe. I don't know if you made that connection. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't really.
I think you
Um,
can tie this to the Evil Dead universe. Now, interesting enough, the teaser trailer for the new Evil Dead ran before this movie with no pretense, without a credit or anything to the very bitter end. So I didn't know what the fuck was going on. But Chad, this guy, his Evil Dead, I enjoyed quite a bit 3 years ago. That came out about 3 years ago,
yeah, I saw that in the movie theater. It wasn't as good as a 2013 one.
which is a remake, which is a
Yeah,
remake,
I
for the
forget
most
who
part.
directed that. That was a
That
Spanish
is
guy.
Andre, the Spanish guy,
Yeah, he did the Alien Romulus too.
Romulus, yeah, which we
Yeah.
liked quite a bit here.
Um, I prefer him as a director to continue like the Evil Dead series, but
Mm.
I'm okay with this guy's work too. I didn't think Evil Dead Rise was as bad as people said it was, because it was pretty much 50-50, man. I saw 50% of people absolutely hated it,
Yeah.
and 50% loved it. So
Well, I think the mistake people made with that movie is unfortunate. We're comparing it to the remake, and the remake was exceptional. I mean, even for its time period, I went and I saw that when it came out, and I couldn't believe how good that. Did you see the remake in theater, Sean?
I did not know. No,
Okay, yeah, the remake, not
actually,
Rise.
I may have actually. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a gore fest for theaters, as far as that goes. Emmanuel, we are going to cover the RZA movie actually tonight. We're going to cover that later. But I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. Um, I don't see a lot of Blumhouse movies. It didn't feel very Blumhousey, and I will say this: it is an enjoyable um, horror experience because they got some gross out shit in this movie that I can't get into, but it borderlines on things like necrophilia and cannibalism. Like, Shah, this is not like, the Brendan Fraser mummy, Scorpion King shit, or the Tom Cruise, running towards a plane. This is like very, I would say it's more closer to The Exorcist than it is the Evil Dead world.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I love mummy movies. It's like one of those. I don't know, man. I hate zombie films. I hate werewolf movies. I hate vampires. Mummies, fucking adore mummy films.
Mm.
And we don't really get many of them.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're kind of co-signing this makes me happy
Oh
because
yeah, no, I
I
liked
had
it a
no
lot.
hopes for this. You
Yeah,
know.
I liked it a lot. Now it does have the Blumhouse signature douchebag lines in it, like the hooky little, like, just like a Marvel movie or something where it has like a teaser line or something. They just can't help themselves with that shit. Had they not had some of the dialogue that they had in this movie, when it comes to like the possession of the girl, and I'm not burying the lead here, you could pretty much tell from the fucking story. There's a young girl who goes missing. She shows up a bunch of years later and she was in a sarcophagus wrapped like, and she's all fucked up and she's barely conscious, and that's because she's got a fucking demon inside her, as far as that goes. And that's really what the mummy is. Like, their version of this story, Shah, is that this is ancient Egyptian demons, and they would mummify people, not as a means to keep the demon perpetually in this state where it can't harm anybody, and that's what the purpose of this is. And I thought that was pretty interesting. Now I will say this, Shot. Everything in the movie looks very good. Like the stuff they shot that was supposed to be like overseas looks good. I don't know where they shot it, but it looks real good.
Is it
Um,
supposed to be Egypt? Is there
yeah,
ties to Egypt? Okay.
yeah, he's in Cairo. He's like one of these like CNN type people who reports out of there. So he lives there with his family, who's American. And then the daughter goes missing. The daughter gets abducted, and they move back to the States, and like 8 years go by, and they get a phone call. It's like, hey, we found your daughter. It's like, and she's all
Jesus.
jacked up. There is some serious gross out scenes in here, which involve pulling out nails, embalming fluid, bugs, um, vomit. Like, I'm just
And
like,
this is rated R?
oh yeah, this
Okay.
had to be an R-rated movie.
Okay, good, good.
Like this motherfucker's eating a dead body filled with embalming fluid and spitting it out of its mouth. That you don't have that in a fucking PG-13 movie. I will say I really liked those elements of it a lot. It wasn't too long, as far as that goes. I feel like they paced it really well. The thing I didn't like about it were these signature Blumhouse Dirty Harry one-liners. You know what I'm talking? Where they have to have like the character say something
Yeah.
cheeky. Like, I fucking can't stand it. And it's such a staple now in everything. Like, I don't, like, what am I, to me, I consider it like a tagline. Like, where they have to have a tagline in it. Like the little girl's got like a Spanish grandmother because she's half Spanish, and she's like praying to her a lot, and she's obviously very religious and all this other stuff. And like she fucks with the grandmother, the demon, and then she makes a lines like, "Don't worry, grandma, it's fun to be dead." And I'm like, it's just so hokey, it's just so Blumhousey.
Well, you're kind of turning me off from the movie now, man, because that's what I hate about Blumhouse is like the jump scares and the cheesy one-liners. Those are typically the things that make me
It's the
hate these type
one-liners,
of movies.
the one-liners for
Does
sure.
it have a ton of jump scares? Is it like cheesy
Not
jump scares that
necessarily,
you can
no, because
predict?
her physicality. You have to remember, this
Yeah.
girl was wrapped in a sarcophagus for 8 years. Her nails are this long. Her face is all distorted. She can't speak. She's dirty. She fucking, like, she's just, and that's the grossness of it. It's like The Exorcist. I think this movie had a lot more to do with The Exorcist than any other horror movie, including previous mummies. Like, the mummy is a backdrop. Um, but visually, I will say, I think this movie cost about 24 mil. They said something like that, and it made 34 mil. somewhere in the, they did better overseas than domestic.
Yeah.
But it won me over. The trail it delivered. Um, there is some crazy fucking scenes, man. There's a scene at a wake that is so bananas. Like you almost think it reminded me of like Dead Alive or something, like one of those kind of movies where it's like so over the top, like it's just crazy. And also I will, because I feel like a lot of people won't see it. The demon is what they call, it's a term that I guess in Egyptian, they call it a family demon. The idea of this demon is that it takes over one person and then it slowly inculcates all the family members around it till they're all dead. So like the evilness of this mummy is coming off in the children, like the other children, especially the youngest daughter who starts pulling her fucking teeth out, like literally just pulling her fucking teeth out.
Jesus.
And you're seeing the whole fucking thing. Like they don't shy. I will say this. I know Blumhouse has a PG-13 sort of repertoire. They don't shy away from dick in this movie. Nothing. Everything you get in everything. You're getting all. If somebody, there is a scene in this movie. I swear to Christ, it's so uncomfortable. They're trying to trim her nails, and they're so natted that it's breaking the nail clipper. And they try so hard to pull a nail out, they actually pull it up to the skin.
Ah,
Like
dude.
they show it.
Yeah.
No flinch, no jump scare bullshit. Like zip, like that. I'm like, yo! There was so many times I was like, holy shit. And then there's a whole thing with embalming fluid. Nasty. Like, I couldn't believe they did some of that shit. I was not expecting that type of horror in this type of a movie. And Drew Yari saw it. He's
Usually
saying the thing with
Blumhouse
the
doesn't go. Yeah. Usually Blumhouse doesn't go. Hard R. So surprised to see
No,
it.
they do not. No, they really do not. So that's why I would recommend seeing it. But there's a lot of good things coming out. And obviously, like I think it's not going to have a big follow up. I actually thought the critics. I didn't really see too much of why the critics didn't like it. Do you still have that on the screen? I'm just a little curious if we could see some of the reviews. I want to see if the criticism is the plot because I thought the acting was pretty good. I didn't
Yeah, but
recognize
I
a
can't
single
see any of the
person in the movie.
reviews. I have an ad blocker, and it blocks the whole thing.
Oh well, I'm just gonna
Blocks
pull
half
one
my
up just so
screen,
I
so you
can
can't
look
really.
at it. And again, I didn't recognize a single person in this film. Okay. Would have liked more clarity in the story that reveals several narrative gaps that doesn't have a satisfactory ending. I don't know if I agree with that ending. Doesn't matter much that the mummy is derivative. The issue is that it's also draggy and notwithstanding a few bits of mean spirited, visceral slapdicks, pretty dour. I don't agree with that. It was very loud, somebody said. Somebody said they watched it with the rumbling seats. Do you have rumbling seats by you? I don't have that here.
No. Well, actually, no. I think we do. We do. I just didn't realize this movie was available in that form. I figured it's mostly like like Marvel movies and shit
Rumble
like that. I
seats.
didn't
I've
think they
never
did
had
it
them.
for.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
a good one,
I
Shah.
think
You
we have
ready?
them in my IMAX here. We have them here.
Horrible movie, not scary at all. Just disgusting and gory body horror. It's pretty gory. I couldn't even drink water while watching it because it was so gross. The story is so bad and lazy. Ending is the best part, but still, it's a disgusting movie. Yeah, like I'm not joking, dude. Like the gore is really like it's almost. Let me put it to you this way, Shah. The gore that should have been in Faces of Death was in this movie. I don't
Well, that's what I
understand
mean.
because they did it.
I expected more from Faces of Death for that exact reason. I just feel like they didn't deliver on the gore. You know what I mean?
Mm.
For what I was
Yeah, I
going
said
into.
that. I think they
So
could have went a little further with it. That's what I said. Like I feel like they could have went further. And
yeah.
then some people are saying that the trailer perceives it to be a lot scarier than it is. I'm sorry. You shouldn't expect the Mummy to be scary, right? I think that if you're going to the Mummy to be scary, you have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really go to any movie to actually be scared. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people go into movie theaters expecting from a Blumhouse movie, man. Like, you're not gonna be shitting your pants. This isn't Hereditary. You're watching a Mummy, produced and directed by Blumhouse Films. So
Yeah, but this guy did Evil Dead, so now all this gore makes perfect sense to me. Like I conflated him with Lee Wan, who did Saw and all those other movies, who I
Right.
believe did The Werewolf. Actually, I think he did do that. I don't know, like I don't like scary. Like that's like scary is like I find like thrillers to be more scary because they have like uncomfortable elements to it. But if you're going, like you said, to a Blumhouse movie, although Shot, didn't they say like Insidious was voted like one of those movies they made as one of the scariest movies of all time?
Yeah, but that's for your general audience, like little teenage girls that go to those movies and they get scared. I mean,
Yeah,
the hardcore horror fan base isn't scared of Insidious. You know what I
right.
mean? They're gonna
Yeah.
watch Baskin instead of Insidious. So
Yeah, if you haven't seen Baskin, see now that's kind of a scary movie. I don't know. You know
similar
what I
movie. I mean, similar in
similar,
ways. Just
similar.
much better.
You know what movie I thought was kind of frightening to me? Like I'm not even gonna lie, The Void. Like there were
Mhm.
elements of that movie, The Void, where they're all like outside in the hoods, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. That made me like, you know what I mean? Like little things like that, or like that big. We've talked about this before, but the big man who walks out with no eyes, out of nowhere, out of the shadow in It Follows. That's kind of scary. That was kind of like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
little things in like I don't know that I've seen a movie that I would say it's very scary. Like maybe The Exorcist. I mean, that to me, I think is a quintessential scary movie.
I would say Hereditary is probably the only one that scared
That's a
me
scary movie. That's an
in years.
uncomfortable movie.
You know.
Yeah, Martyrs I would put in that category. They're not scared, but it's like this. You're uncomfortable, like you need a shower after. But yeah, if you haven't seen The Void, Joe Punch is saying I love The Void. The Void's amazing. I slept on that movie when it came out, and everybody was on its dick. And then I saw it again, and I was like, oh yeah, now I'm on the dick. And some people said The Omen. I think The Omen is very scary for sure.
Yeah.
A little kid who's gonna murder people because his daddy's the devil. And is killing people and having his babysitter kill itself at its birthday party. It's a little uncomfortable. Would you put Long Legs in that category?
Probably. Yeah. I would put The Keeper above that though.
The
Above Long
Keeper?
Legs. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some because when you don't know what the fuck's going on in the
Yeah. It's
Keeper,
very uncomfortable.
yeah,
And for and for the people listening live, so starting this week, we're gonna do like a new concept for the show also, where each of us is gonna bring a movie we recently watched, or it could be an old movie too. It's not gonna
oh
necessarily be
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah,
that just came out. It could be anything. So, for example, we're talking about The Void this week. Maybe John will pick The Void next week, and we can talk about it even more. So, we're
yeah.
gonna be doing one topic each. Moving forward, which I think is interesting because we can talk about pretty much any movie now. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
for
So,
sure. But I do see a lot of new films, and you get movies in the mail pretty
yeah,
consistently.
exactly.
Have you watched? Dev? Did you get? I know you got Excalibur for the 4K. Have you watched it yet?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, it's so good.
I did receive Alpha yesterday, which I didn't know,
Oh,
dude. That's not a new movie. That came out in the theaters last year.
well,
I
maybe
didn't
we
know
didn't
that.
have it here
Yeah, we just didn't
because
have it.
yeah, we didn't have it here.
So I got Alpha, so I'm gonna check that out this weekend. So maybe that'll be my topic for next week.
Okay.
But I did pick a movie for this week that I don't think too many people are familiar with.
Mhm.
It's a 2010 Spanish movie, and it's directed by Alex de la Iglesia. Are you familiar with him at all? Do you know who he
No,
is?
but you told me the title offline. I was curious if I'd heard of it.
Yeah, so he's done. You might be familiar with this one right here. So this is a HBO series, 30 Coins. Have you heard of it?
I tried to get into 30 Coins. I couldn't. It's very popular, by the way. I couldn't get
Yeah.
into it.
So he's done that movie. I mainly know him for
It's a series.
Mutant Action, Day of the Beast, and my favorite of his is Perdita Durango. Do you know this one?
No, what's Day of
This
the
is
Beast?
such a good fucking movie, dude. It's such a banger.
Perdita
So it's got
Durango. What is
Rosie
this?
Perez in there, Javier
Wozy
Bardem.
Perez?
Yeah, Rosie Perez.
Wozy Perez.
This is from, let's see what year it
I
was
got my
from.
dog right here. Winnie Pickles is making a cameo. Come here, Winnie Pickles. Make a cameo. Look at Winnie Pickles.
Yeah, if anybody hasn't seen this movie is so fucking good. But this is not the movie that I was picking.
I've
I'm
heard
picking
of
one
this
with
Rosie Perez movie.
oh, it's so good, dude. It's about like fucking cults and Mexican
Okay.
witchcraft.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Is she the
batshit
star
fucking
of the
crazy.
movie, or is she like just a supporting character?
No, she's a star. Yeah, she's
Okay.
a star. It's
Wozy
her and Javier.
Perez.
Yeah, it's her and
Her-
Javier.
Javier Bardem
Yeah,
is in this movie. Wow, what year is this?
from early 2000s, maybe late 90s.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
97.
Oh my God, it's not even this
Yeah.
fucking century.
Yeah, 97. But he did another movie called The Last Circus. So I'll quickly play this trailer just so you guys know what
Okay.
movie it is, because I don't think too many people have seen this.
I feel like if you show me the box of this, I'll know what it is.
Yeah, let's check this out.
Last Circus. This is 2010.
2010.
Magnet. Okay, all of his movies are on Magnet, right?
No.
Es que yo soy el payaso triste. Yo,
And this is from Spain?
Yeah, this is from Spain, and it's supposed to be taking place in the 1930s.
Okay.
Hey,
Is this like a clown falls in love with a
bienvenido al circo,
performer?
chaval.
It's like Pagliacci.
Oh, it gets fucking crazy. This is not a slow burn at all either. It's fucking insane.
Wow.
Extremely violent also.
Who put this out on 4K?
Vinegar Syndrome just did.
Vinegar Syndrome. Okay. What is the plot?
So it's essentially about the 1930s. It starts out in the 1930s during like the Spanish Civil War.
Okay.
Where basically a clown gets picked by the army in the middle of a set, and he has to like go out and slaughter a bunch of people.
Oh my
And
God.
he becomes
What a
traumatized. And then
great
the story's about his kid. So it takes place in the 1970s, the actual movie.
Okay.
So his kid is super depressed and traumatized from what his dad went through in the Civil War and the aftermath of that. So he's a quote unquote sad clown. So it's basically a love triangle between this like acrobat woman that gets hired by the circus, and he falls in love with her.
Yes.
But he also has a crush on this like super abusive guy that's another clown. So it's basically two clowns going to war over this woman. And it gets insanely
clown
violent.
war. So it's a clown war.
Wait till you see the end. It gets crazy.
Wow.
This is one of the clowns.
How was the 4K transfer there?
It's just Blu-ray. It's not on 4K.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If I wasn't a clown, I'd be a murderer. Oh, wow. Toronto Film Festival. They love that. The Fantastic Fest. These is always the ones where things do well.
And for like a micro budget movie, man, I mean, this is shot pretty fucking well. Like,
doesn't look like a micro budget to me. God damn.
It's a super indie movie, man.
Really? Doesn't look like it at all.
Yeah, I'll look up the budget. I don't think it's.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of this before. I'm gonna see if my brother Mike has seen this. And it looks dope, dude. This looks like a fucking fun movie. How long is it?
Hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, yes, I've seen the cover to this before. Is that chubby clown the cover to the DVD, to the Blu-ray? I've seen this before. I'm almost confident that I may have sold this in my store the last year.
So these are movies. Day of the Dead. Not Day of the Beast.
Day of the Beast. Yeah.
This is I actually haven't seen this one yet. This is one of his earlier movies. This is that Rosie Perez movie, the Perdita Durango. Dude, this is so fucking good.
Starring Rosie Perez. Okay.
Please watch this, people. This is phenomenal.
Okay.
But this is the cover for The Last Circus.
Yeah, I think the one I seen is just the fat guy like standing on the cover. But I was look, I think our friend Dirk in Ohio has joined us in there. Excellent.
So I got most of his movies. I think I'm missing one, which is Witchin' and Bitchin'. I don't know if you know that one. It's like a comedy.
I've heard of Witchin' and Bitchin', yeah.
Yeah, he also did that one. So that's his 5th movie.
Wow. All right. So he's been busy. Is
he
still making movies, this guy?
I think he's mostly doing like a TV series. Let's see.
That 30 Coins had a 2nd season. It was very popular on Max.
Did it?
It's a possession movie. It's about like a priest. It's like some religious. Maybe he makes a lot of movies about religious overtones. I don't know.
I think he does. Most of them share some sort of religious. Let's see. So directing, upcoming. What does he have? Nothing that we would know.
Nothing that we would know.
Yeah. Entrepreneurs. Okay. What's that? He's done that recently.
What is
3
that?
episodes.
That's
a TV show. Yeah.
I wonder if it's is everything Spanish that he does?
Well, I mean, 30 Coins, was that in Spanish?
That was in Spanish, yeah.
Well, then yeah, he probably does everything in Spanish.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, all these movies are in Spanish except for Perdita Durango. That's in English.
Okay. So we got some news before we head on to some very interesting trailers that are brand new. It kind of hit, I think, this morning or yesterday. Um, the future of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, it is going to be, there's a separate TV series right now being produced by actor Glenn Powell, who I believe is a CIA operative, and the wonderful J.T. Molnar, who's coming off of a lot of success writing That Last Walk, and of course, his incredible Strange Darlings there. A24 is developing a new Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie with the soon to be released Obsession, which is the talk of the town. Doesn't come out this week. I think it comes out next weekend. Curry Baker. He's going to direct and write the reimagining of the 1974 classic. And this is in early development uh, outside shot of what JT Molnar and Glenn Powell are doing as a TV series. Now, A24 getting Chainsaw. I mean, this guy, Curry Baker, we haven't seen his movie. I'm very big on this movie. So many people are telling me, oh my God, where do you see it? The movie is Obsession. It ran through the fest. Like all the people at the fest said this was one of the best films at every one of the big fests. What is your take on A24 now stepping into the ring with a Chainsaw reboot with a brand new, like hot and upcoming director?
I'm all for it, man. I'm actually excited for this. Don't care too much about the Friday the 13th TV series, but I mean, Texas Chainsaw in the hands of A24. Plus, this isn't going to be an exact remake.
No.
They're going to reimagine the whole
Yes,
thing.
that's
So
they said.
they're
It's
going to
not a
put their
remake.
own twist on it. So,
Yeah.
for all we know, it's basically just still going to be, Leatherface. But other than that, they might switch everything else up. So who knows?
Yeah. I mean, maybe he'll have a sassy girlfriend. Who knows? Like, maybe he'll have a love
Maybe he'll be
interest.
trans again. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they'll lean into the trans thing for him. That'd be great too. But as long as he goes, I'm on board.
Yeah.
That's a prerequisite for me. I need my Leatherface to act that way. That's the Leatherface that I know. I mean, at the end of the day, the greatest Leatherface of all time is the OG Leatherface, and you'll give a
Yeah,
little bit
absolutely.
of love to Gunnar Hansen redoing the role that Toby Hooper directed the second time around.
Yeah, I think the original, that's been
Greatest.
unmatched, honestly.
Unmatched.
Yeah.
Unmatched.
My second favorite is probably the Netflix one, like the old creepy version. I like that
I love
version
that
of
mask.
it.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
liked it.
I
I
like
like
that.
that movie. I think
Like
people
melting off his face. I like that shit.
I think people slept on that movie because they wanted to hate it, like honestly. And I think had they shot that anywhere else other than like a fucking Transylvania town,
It was like
I
Bostoni or some shit.
it was
Like,
a stone. Yeah, it was like it was ridiculous, to save money. But I would revisit that movie. I would
yeah.
absolutely revisit that Netflix movie. I didn't hate the original reboot, like the bigger mainstream reboot. Is that the one that Jessica Biel is in? She's so hot in that movie. It's obsessed. It's
Yeah,
obsessed.
the 2003 one is pretty good.
It's okay.
And then there's Texas Chainsaw The Beginning, which came out 3 years after that.
Yeah,
Another,
that goes backwards to go forwards there, that one.
yeah.
But yeah, the OG Gunnar Hansen.
Both were Michael Bay production, also Michael Bay movies.
Yes, they were.
Yeah,
That's right. I remember seeing that going, is
super weird.
Leatherface going to blow up like buildings? Like, what's going on here? It's like, can you imagine that Leatherface? They just blowing shit up and you just see Leatherface walk in with explosions behind him really slowly, like in a Michael Bay movie.
Yeah.
But we're not reviewing any Michael Bay movies tonight, but we got a couple of really cool trailers. I think we might cut a couple of them down because we have a few too many. But there's one in particular I was so excited, and I think this is going to. This trailer is so good. I think Shah is going to go see this movie. I'm going to call it right now. Now, obviously, James Gunn has been rebooting the DC universe to compete with the Marvel universe. And this is literally like the current Mets right now going against like the 1926 Yankees. The Mets have won one game in 13 games. Um, James Gunn said they were going to make a Clayface standalone movie that would be a horror film rooted in a Batman the Animated Series story, which was very popular. Now, he's not giving us Shah, he's not giving us the cock and balls here, but the tenet of this is very clear that this is not a comic book movie. This is a very sort of, I want to say, body horror. The famous Batman villain Clayface, who is a deformed entity who could become anything, any person. This is the first time it's being released today. It's a teaser trailer. We're going to pick it apart. This is Clayface. Love it already.
Nice. Reminds me of Good Night Mommy.
Yeah. But Watch these little cuts. No, I love it, dude.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
and it is an R-rated movie. And they're playing "Do You Realize" in the background. So he was a good-looking actor who gets a chemical accident, and here come the shenanigans. I mean, this does not look anything like a DC property.
Well, let me pause it because DC is a little sensitive. I don't want to
Yeah, no
get
shit.
striked.
That's why I kept talking.
So far, I'm super into it though. I mean, this is a teaser though, right? It's a teaser. So
yeah, but it comes out this year though.
yeah. No, I'm excited to see the full trailer for this one.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
What the hell was that shit?
Is that his body? Like the big silhouette? Like you'll see him in a second. We won't see him.
Oh,
remember, his body's all fucked up. It's like mud. Jesus Christ. He's like a melting man. There, you saw his silhouette, right? He looked like Pumpkinhead.
Oh shit.
Oh
shit.
For Halloween, bro. Oh my god.
I don't know, man. This is bad news for other horror movies during Halloween, though. You know, this is going to be a heavy hitter for the year.
They're expecting it. They're expecting it to do well, like because it's completely in its own universe. Dude, that's a good looking fucking movie.
No,
trailer,
I'm impressed. I didn't think I would actually be like into this. That shit looks fucking great, though. I'm actually excited to see the full trailer, man. You know, you never know. I might end up at the movie theater for this one. Who knows? Man?
I think. Well, Halloween. Depending on look, there's going to be a lot of big movies out of Halloween. We'll get to that later on in the year, but this looks like it's going to hang with the big dogs for sure.
Absolutely.
Now, Shah, just a quick question for you because I'm actually struggling with this. Who is the audience for this? Horror people, right? Like it's not the DC people. There's not like like the Superman people aren't lining up for this, maybe, or the Batman. I mean, they will. The Batman people will show up, but who is the audience you think for that? I think it's got to be horror people. You're on mute.
They're hoping for a crossover between. I'm assuming that they're hoping for a crossover between like the horror fans and the DC fans.
Yeah.
I really don't know though. I don't know who would be the fan base for this because you're right. I mean, it's a DC character, but it looks like a fucking horror movie. This is not like a comic book movie.
Literally no connection to other than Gotham on the car, right? Like there's no connection. Shah, did you see that one silhouette where it literally looks like Pumpkinhead and he looks like he's pummeling somebody? That's his physical body that he has now. I got to see what that looks like. It's going to look like a lump of fucking clay. It's just going to look like I guarantee, because James Gunn knows how to make gross out shit, and he produced it. Obviously, he's the head. He didn't direct it, but he's the head of DC. I think he may have co-wrote this. But this dude knows body horror. Like he's done that before. He knows squeamish, sort of gross stuff. But I'm excited for this. But I do think it's going to be a crowded field at Halloween.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to check it out, man. I'm very familiar with the character. I used to have the toys too, from back in the day from Batman. So, excited for it.
Another big name, Ridley Scott, who is in his late to mid 80s, still making full length fucking huge movies. I don't know what his motivation could be in his 80s to do this, but he's got a very interesting post-apocalyptic film coming out soon, which got a hot young cast in it. And it's called The Dog Stars. It's about it's about a dystopian future, I think, after a cataclysmic event. I don't know much about the plot, but I did want to cover it here with you. You and I are very big fans, and Beep shows we're all very big fans of Ridley Scott. He's got bangers in his world for sure. But this is called The Dog Stars, and it's coming to theaters later this year. Is that Jacob Elordi? What do we got here? I think we got a little lag there. Hold on.
So what did you do before the world ended?
Is it lagging?
Yeah. Let's go rewind it or refresh it, maybe. Is that Jacob Elordi? This kid's in everything now. The kid from Euphoria. who's also in a lot of. He's the kid who was Frankenstein.
Is it better now?
No, it does seem to be lagging. Sometimes it fixes itself, but I don't think it is in this case. It's lagging big time. The Clayface one was smooth as fuck. It might be the trailer itself.
Yeah, I don't know now.
Yeah, we might have to skip it.
No, because I see it fine on my end. Like
it's lagging for me. If you guys are in the chat, you tell us if it's lagging in the chat. It might.
Is it lagging for you guys in the chat, or is it John's internet?
Yeah, let's just play it for 10 seconds without volume, and you just tell us if it's lagging. And then if it's not, then it might be just for me. Oh, yeah, it is the Saltburn guy. But we want to know, Jamie, if it's the trailer's lagging. Why don't you play it, and if they'll let it. If you guys can let us know if it's lagging, that would be lovely. All right.
Jasper.
It's not lagging now. So that's Jacob Elordi. There's a dog, and they're all gone. They're dead.
So what'd you do?
Scott Free. That's Ridley Scott.
I was kissing my wife, playing with.
Oh, they're saying it's lagging, Shah.
Wondering every day how I got so lucky.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's not much I can do about that.
Yeah. All right, let's skip it then, because we can't play a lag trailer. We could try to maybe get to it next week. We'll put a pin in it. And that's the thing. We always have other trailers. And that's the thing, especially, yeah, they're saying it's too choppy. The other one was smooth as fuck. It was smooth as a pig's butt. Funny enough, this trailer Shah brought up to my attention earlier tonight, and I saw it too. And I actually thought it was like a Temu movie or some like Watubi movie, but it's not. Now, if you didn't think you were going to go through your whole life without every little fiddle fart thing in your childhood getting made into a feature, if you haven't figured out that that's not the case, you might tonight, because there is a full-length movie called Hungry Hungry Hippos about killer hungry hippos. I mean, Shah, I thought this was fake when I first saw it.
Yeah, I did too. And people in the chat, please let us know if this one lags also. Because if it lags also, then, I mean, I have no idea. There must be my internet with me being Iranian. Who knows? But let's see.
Yeah, the IRGC is slowing down your internet.
Yeah.
Dangerous animal responsible for over 500.
Can you see his fine, John?
It's choppy. Oh wait,
choppy
it seems like
again?
it's fixing itself. It's fixing itself. It was fixing itself actually. It was working. Now I recognize that actor.
Right,
that actor is actually from the Hateful Eight, Shah. He's one of the characters in the Hateful Eight. Let's play it because it was
right, let me try one more time.
Hi, Winnie. Hungry Hungry Winnie. Oh, I was so looking forward to that other trailer. Let's see. Oh, Jeff Lippman has joined us. Look at that. All right, Shah, you got to try it now? Oh, Shah, you're lagging big time.
I am playing. Yeah.
Nothing is happening, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. There's not much I can do about the internet.
Well,
maybe we'll just save the trailers for next week.
Yeah, we're going to save the trailers for next week. I know somebody had mentioned they wanted us to cover that RZA movie, which you had mentioned previously. Is that like a spoonful of chocolate or something like that? Is that what that's called?
Yeah, Spoonful of Chocolate. I think that's the RZA movie.
Yeah, do we know the plot of that?
Movie.
I think we may have mentioned it at some point, but I don't know anything about the plot.
I don't. I was just going to watch the trailer, but obviously my internet's kind of struggling here right now.
Yeah, we don't want to mess with that. Shah, is there anything else on your radar that you're going to be trying to check out this weekend? I know you said that you did get Alpha and a couple of other movies.
Yeah, I want to check out Alpha, and I've never seen Sleepers, like the 1996 movie. With
I have some information on Sleepers, my friend. So
yeah, I just got that on 4K.
If people haven't seen Sleepers, it's a very 90s movie based on a novel that was a big novel that I read back in the 90s about a bunch of gentlemen that live like in Hell's Kitchen, and they do a revenge killing, and it ties in things like the Westies from Hell's Kitchen and like the mafia and religious stuff, and unfortunately things like abusing boys in reformatory schools. Now, the guy who wrote it, he's an Italian name like Lorenzo something, very whoppy. He swears this is a true story. However, Shah, this shouldn't take away from your enjoyment of the film. This has been disproven by virtually every metrics known to man for decades. There was no record of people at this reformatory. There was no record of the shooting crime that supposedly took place in a restaurant. And if those of you are New York enthused, the restaurant that is a huge backdrop to this film, without ever getting named, is the Old Minetta Tavern in the West Village, which prior to it becoming very hoity-toity reboot, was a seedy sort of Italian restaurant, which is right by the comedy store that's over there, the Cellar, which is up the block, and that's where all the comedians hang out in. So I lived around the corner. I would get drinks there all the time. I would take my Gumar there sometimes. I'm not proud of it, but I had a Gumar. I would take broads there, and I would sit right next to people like Jeffrey Ross and Dave Attell and Dave Chappelle and Patrice O'Neill. These guys were all over there, and they still hang out in there. And a bunch of day players in shows like The Sopranos would also hang out in there. So in this movie, Shah, it's a big part. The restaurant scene's a huge part of the film. It's in the film many times. That is a restaurant called Minetta Tavern that was rebranded about 15 years ago as a high-end restaurant, still called Minetta Tavern. They have a $50 burger there, which I recommend. But I love that place. I love the book. I love the movie. The movie's great, but it's not. It's a made-up story. It really shouldn't. It really shouldn't lull any of your appreciation for the film. Oh, Shah, you're on mute. We might be losing your internet there, dude. Shah, you are frozen.
Until a week ago.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. We got to wrap it up soon, man.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
My internet's struggling.
Now, if those of you that have Max, I just want to point out, Shah, the movie Marty Supreme, I believe, is coming to HBO Max this weekend. That is from one of the Safdie brothers there. That was a very big Academy Award sort of film. Didn't deliver, but as far as that goes. But I heard nothing but good things about that movie. Do you remember we saw that trailer about the ping pong player?
Yeah, I remember it. I don't know. I've heard all good reviews about it, but it's not something I want to go out of my way to check out. It didn't really, resonate with me. But I'll probably eventually buy it just because, like, I'm a completist with, the A24 movie. So I'll eventually grab it. It's just not really something on top of my radar right now.
Okay.
But
And currently, I am very engulfed in the Boys TV show on Prime, Invincible TV show on Prime, and the Daredevil run has been phenomenal. But I did watch, I don't know if I brought this up, the cult movie about the one in Utah, about the guy. Remember we watched the trailer about guy had all the 30 wives, mostly underage wives.
Oh yeah, I forget what it's
great.
called though.
I highly recommend that. That's on Netflix right now. I watched it fairly recently. It's a very easy watch to go through the whole run. Like they're kind of addictive shows. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up now. I don't know why I can't remember the name of it, but remember we watched the trailer and we were all like, "Oh," I was like, "I'm totally watching this."
Was it the?
I'm pulling it up on my queue.
Aborist?
No, that's a cool looking movie. That's about like a horror movie. Let me see if I can show it. Not Unchosen. Fuck, I can't find it. Oh my god. My list. Here we go. I'm pulling up my list now. Oh, it's about like it takes place like after there was like a guy, a Mormon dude who got put in jail, so they didn't have somebody to run like the church. So this other guy stepped up and started taking all these wives. Remember we watched the trailer for it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I just don't know the name. I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember the name either, but it was.
Looking through the list too. I usually write down all of them. I don't see it though.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Oh, the Hulk Hogan documentary hit today, by the way. That's what I wanted to mention on Netflix.
Yeah,
I
did see that trailer.
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan one hit today. You think you'll check that out? I'm gonna probably check it out.
I mean, I did get Netflix to watch out Thrash, so probably.
Yeah, Thrash got bad reviews. It came out last week. If you haven't had a chance to watch it yet, I'm gonna try to watch it this weekend if I can. I don't think I'm going to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Y'all either check it out this weekend or next weekend. I'm planning on keeping on Netflix for like a month. So
yeah. Well,
sometime
there's a
this
lot of
month,
good
within
stuff
the month,
there.
I'll check it out.
There's definitely a lot of good like documentaries, a lot of crime stuff there. But we're gonna head on out. Please, if you're in the Q&A there for the Patreon, remember to get your questions in. Shah just dropped a bonus episode this weekend. I'll drop one within the next week. And then we're going to bang out the end of the month with the Q&A. So you still got a little bit of time there. We want to plug some friends here. Let's plug the Drew Yari Experience, the Rich Dow X's and O's podcast. We have the Minorities Report. We have Lunches with Punches. We have the Necromaniacs podcast. We got the Wrestling Soup and the Don Tony show. Who else can I throw in there, Shah?
Trying to think. Doesn't Jeff Lippman still do the Garden of Doom? Doesn't he still do that? He's in the chat.
I don't know. He was in here. He popped in. I don't know if he's still in here now, but if he does, we'll throw that on there as well. And of course, Bish O'Brien will be returning to his regular date and time next Wednesday night. Boy, this April month is flying by. I'm excited for the Q&A coming up though. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And of course,
Also, Cleric of Chaos, Cheating Death. Forgot
Cheating
that
Death podcast. Yes, I haven't heard from him in a bit. I hope he's doing all right there. The good old Cleric cast. And get Lament's Drowning Room. You could download it right now on Spotify, on Amazon, and of course Apple. But you haven't lived until you got the physical copy on vinyl. And if you're overseas, you can get it at Light Diffuse Records, or you can get it at Cortex if you're overseas. However, if you're in the States, you want to go to generationrecords.com. You can order it right out of the store there. They mail all over the country. And of course, Rev HQ. The big hardcore distributor there. I'm excited for next week's solo show that I'm going to be doing. I got something special planned for you guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you next Wednesday, regular date and time. Enjoy the rest of the week.